and gentlemen, the world's finest amateur highlight players salute you. Teams taking part in this semifinal in post number 1, Palm Beach, in post 2, Dania, post 3, Hartford, post 4, Tampa, post 5, FAU, post 6, Newport, and post 7, Milford. Once again, we're playing a game single points to 12 points. The top 3 teams advance to the Group A final. Serve 5, FAU, Manny and Greg. Receiving post 7, Milford, Darren and Alex. Point to post 7, Milford, Darren and Alex. Receiving post 1, Palm Beach, Ken and Rick. Point to post 7, Milford. Receiving post 2, Dania, Mike and David. Point to post 2, Dania. That's an overserve, and point goes to post 7, Milford. Milford now tied for the lead with 3 points, tied with Hartford. Receiving post 2, Dania, 2 points. Point to post 7, Milford. 4 points now for Milford. They take the lead. The top 3 teams out of the 7 advance to the Group A finals. Receiving post 4, Tampa, Paul and Paul, 1 point. Out of bounds and point to post 4, Tampa. Receiving post 3, Hartford with 3 points. Warren and Iganya. Receiving post 7, Milford. Milford tied for the lead with 4 points. Milford tied with Hartford. Point to post 7. Milford takes the lead with 5 points. Receiving post 4, Tampa. Point to post 7. 6 points now for Milford. Team of Darren and Alex in post 6. Correction, in post 7. Receiving post 3, Hartford. Warren and Iganya currently in second place with 4 points. Point to post 3, Hartford. Hartford now with post 4, Tampa. Tampa now with 3 points. Receiving post 7, Milford. Milford now in second place with 6 points. Point of post 7, Milford. Receiving post 5, FAU, Manny and Gregg with 3 points. Point of post 7.
Go fast.
8 points now for Milford in post 7, just 1 behind the leader, Hartford. Receiving post 6, Newport. Point of post 7, Milford. 9 points now for Milford, tied for the lead with Hartford. 3 points from winning the second semifinal. Receiving post 1, Palm Beach, Ken and Rick. Point of post 1, Palm Beach. 3 points now for Palm Beach. Receiving post 2, Dania, Mike and David, 3 points. Newport now with 4 points. Receiving post 7, co-leaders from Milford, Darren and Alex with 9 points. Point of post 7. Milford now with 10 points, 2 away from the championship. Receiving post 1, Palm Beach, Ken and Rick, 3 points. Point of post 1, Palm Beach. Receiving post in post 7, Milford with 10 points. Co-leader with Hartford, needing 2 points to win the second semifinal for the Group A players. Point of post 7, Milford. 11 points. It's now possible championship point for Milford. Receiving post 1, Palm Beach. Point and semifinal championship to post 7, Milford with 12 points. Taking part in the Group A championship, Orlando, Mike and Mark in post 1. In post 2, Milford, Darren and Alex. In post 3, Dania, Mike and David. In post 4, Hartford, Warren and Iganya. In post 5, Miami, Tom and Jesus. And in post 6, Fort Pierce, Mike and Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, the players for the Group A championship salute you. is served by Mike as the championships of Group A are underway. Point to post 2, Milford. Darren and Alex. Receiving next in post 3, Dania, Mike and David. Point to post 3, Dania. Mike and David. Receiving next. The Miami team of Tom and Jesus in post 5 take the lead now with 3 points. Receiving post 2, Milford, Darren and Alex. Point to post 5. 4 points now for Miami. Receiving post 1, Orlando, Mike and Mark with 2 points. With 1 point apiece, we continue in the second round of play. Post 2 receiving Milford, Darren and Alex. Point to post 1, Orlando, Mike and Mark taking the lead now with 2 points. Receiving post 3, Dania. Hartford now tied for the lead along with Orlando and Miami, all those teams with 4 points apiece. Receiving post 2, Milford, Darren and Alex with 1 point. Point to post 2, Milford. Receiving post 5, Miami, Tom and Jesus tied for the lead with 4 points. Point to post 5, Miami. Miami takes the lead now with 5 points. Receiving post 3, Dania, Mike and David, 2 points. Dania now takes the lead with 6 points. Mike and David, 1 point ahead of Miami. Receiving post 2, Milford, Darren and Alex. Point to post 2, Milford. Receiving post 5, Miami. Point to post 2, Milford. Milford now with 4 points. Receiving post 1, Orlando, also with 4 points. Point to post 1, Orlando. Orlando with 5 points, 1 off the lead of Dania. Receiving post 6, Hartford now with 7 points. Takes a 1 point lead. Receiving post 2, Milford. Milford with 4 points. Point to post 4, Hartford. Hartford now with 8 points. Receiving post 6, Fort Pierce. Point to post 3, Dania. Dania moves into second place now with 7 points. Receiving post 5, Miami. Tom and Jesus, 5 points. Point to post 5, Miami. Miami now with 6 points. Receiving post 2, Milford. Darren and Alex with 4 points. Point to post 2, Milford. Receiving post 4, Hartford. The leaders with 8 points, Warren and Iganya. Point to post 2, Milford. Milford now with 6 points. Receiving post 1, Orlando. Mike and Mark also with 6 points. Point to post 1, Orlando. Orlando now tied with Dania. Hartford and Dania now tied with 9 points apiece. Receiving next in post 2, Milford, 6 points. Point to post 2, Milford. Milford with 7 points. Receiving post 1, Orlando also with 7 points. Point to post 2, Milford. Milford now with 8 points, within 1 point of the co-leaders, Dania and Hartford. Receiving post 6, Fort Pierce. Point to post 6, Fort Pierce. Fort Pierce now with 5 points. Receiving post 5, Miami. Miami with 6 points. Dania with 11 points. This is possible championship point for Dania in post 3. Receiving post 1, Orlando. Point and championship to post 3, Dania. Place will go to post 4, Hartford with 9 points, and show to post 2, Milford with 8 points. Rich Bender will once again be presenting the trophies. Rich, the president of the Palm Beach Amateur Highline. The third place finishers in the Group A championship from Milford Highlight with a total of 8 points. The team of Darren and Alex, post number 2. The runner-ups from Hartford Highlight, post number 4 with a total of 9 points, Warren and Iganya. And the Group A champions from Dania Highlight, post number 3, Mike and David. Again, our congratulations to all the players who took part in the Group A portion of today's championship.